everyone, welcome in my YouTube video channel of Engineering Graphics and Design subject. Myself Aarti Patel from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. This is 5th session of Engineering Curves chapter. In this session, we are going to learn methods for construction of hyperbola, which are rectangular method, oblique method and foci vertice hyperbola. Let us start with hyperbola by rectangular method. Example is given here. Point P is 30 mm and 40 mm from horizontal and vertical axis respectively. Draw hyperbola through it. First list out given data. P point is given 30 mm distance on x-axis and 40 mm distance on y-axis. Next draw x-axis and y-axis. The angle between x and y-axis is 90 degree. Mark O point at intersecting point of x and y-axis. Next take 30 mm or 3 cm distance on x-axis and 40 mm or 4 cm distance on y-axis. Next draw parallel to y-axis line from 30 mm point on x-axis and draw parallel to x-axis line from 40 mm point on y-axis. This both line intersect at one point, which is given point P. Next divide this line into equal or unequal 3 division. Number of division you can choose according to the length of this line. Here I have taken 3 equal division and mark here division points as 1, 2. Next divide this vertical line into equal or unequal 4 division. Mark this division points as 3, 4 and 5. Next, extend this horizontal line from P point and extend this vertical line from P point. Next, connect O1 point and extend this line up to this vertical line. Connect O2 point and extend this line up to this vertical line. Similarly, connect O3 points and extend this line up to this horizontal line. Connect O4 line up to this horizontal line and O5 line. Next mark 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash and 5 dash points. Now for locus point, draw parallel to y-axis line from 1 point and 2 point and draw parallel to x-axis line from 1 dash and 2 dash point. Similarly, draw parallel to y-axis line from 3 dash point and parallel to x-axis from 3 point, parallel to y from 4 dash point, parallel to x from 4 point. Next draw parallel to y-axis line from 5 dash point and parallel to x-axis line from 5 point. Next mark locus points as P1, P2, P3, P4 and P5 at intersecting point of these two lines. Next connect P1, P2, P, P3, P4 and P5 point freehandly in form of curve. So, this is the hyperbola by rectangular method. Next, let us understand hyperbola by oblique method. Example is given here. Point P is 30 mm and 40 mm from horizontal and vertical axis respectively. Draw hyperbola through it. Now, there is a minor change in between hyperbola by rectangular method and hyperbola by oblique method. In rectangular method, x and y axis are at 90-degree angle, and in oblique method, the angle between x and y axis is 75 degree. Now, there is a minor difference in between hyperbola by rectangular method and hyperbola by oblique method. In rectangular method, the angle between x and y axis is 90 degree, and in oblique method, the angle between x and y axis is 75 degree. Next, list out given data. Here, P point is given 30 mm distance on x axis and 40 mm distance on y axis. First, draw horizontal x axis. Next, draw y axis. Angle between x and y axis is 75 degree. Mark O point at intersecting point of x and y axis. Next, locate 30 mm distance on x axis and 40 mm distance on y axis. Next, draw parallel to y axis line from 30 mm distance point on x axis. Draw parallel to x axis line from 40 mm distance on y axis. This both line intersect at one point, which is given point P. Divide this line into equal 3 parts and mark here Divide this line into equal or unequal 3 parts and mark here division or parts point as 1, 2. Divide this line into equal or unequal 4 parts and mark here points as 3, 4 and 5. Now extend this line parallel to x-axis from P point and extend this line parallel to y-axis from P point. Next, connect O1 point and extend up to this parallel to y-axis line. Similarly, connect O2 point and extend up to this parallel to y-axis line. Connect O3 point and extend up to parallel to x-axis line. Similarly, connect O4 and O5 points. Mark here 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash and 5 dash point. Now for finding locus point, draw a line from one division which is parallel to y-axis. Similarly, draw parallel to y-axis line from 2 number division points. Next, draw parallel to x-axis line from 1 dash point and 2 dash point. Next, draw parallel to y-axis line from 3 dash, 4 dash and 5 dash point and parallel to x-axis line from 3, 4 and 5 points. Now, this intersecting point indicate here locus point of hyperbola. So mark here locus point P1, P2, P3, P4 and P5. Next, connect P1, P2, P3, P4 and P5 points freehandly in form of curve. So this is the hyperbola by oblique method. Next, let us understand hyperbola by foci vertex method. Example given here, two fixed points are 50 mm apart and the distance between two vertex points are 20 mm. Draw the curve. First, list out given data. The distance between two focus points F1, F2 is equal to 50 mm and the distance between two vertex points V1, V2 is equal to 20 mm. Now in this method, we have to generate two hyperbola at the same time. So first draw horizontal and vertical reference line. From this vertical reference line, locate 25 mm distance and mark two focus point F1, F2 on this horizontal reference line. Next, locate 10 mm distance from this vertical reference line and mark vertex point V1, V2 on this horizontal reference line. Next, take equal 3 division on this horizontal reference line beyond F1 point. Now for finding locus point, first take radius V11, center F1 and draw two arcs. One is above the horizontal reference and another is below the horizontal reference. Take same radius for this quadrant. Take center F2 and draw two arcs. One is above the horizontal reference and another is below the horizontal reference. Now for intersecting point of this four arc, take radius V21, center F2 and cut right side quadrant 2 arc. Take same radius, select center F1 and cut to left side quadrant 2 arc. Mark locus point at intersecting point of 2 arc P1, P1 dash, P1, P1 dash. Next, take radius 2 V1, center F1 and draw 2 arc in right side quadrant. Take center F2 and draw 2 arc in left side quadrant. For intersecting arc, take radius V22, center F2 and cut right side quadrant 2 arc. Next, take center F1, take same radius and cut left side quadrant 2 arc. Mark here locus point as P2, P2 dash in right side quadrant. Similarly, P2, P2 dash in left side quadrant. Next, take radius V13, center F1 and draw 2 arc in right side quadrant. Take same radius, change center F2 and draw 2 arc in left side quadrant. For intersecting arc, take radius V23, center F2 and cut 2 arc of right side quadrant. Take same radius, change center F1 and cut 2 arc of left side quadrant. Mark here locus point as P3, P3 dash in right side quadrant. Similarly, P3, P3 dash in left side quadrant. Join this all point in proper sequence. So here we have to generate two hyperbola at the same time. Here the difference of distance of locus point from F1 and F2 is constant and equal to V1, V2. So this is the end of this session. See you soon in next coming video lecture. Thank you.